What's going on, guys? I'm Alec.
I'm Harley.
We are starting the Out of the Cage podcast. We are looking to bring a perspective to you guys from a fan's perspective instead of being somebody who's been in the game and has experience in the UFC or one or any of those aspects.
So the idea is we are on the outside looking in, more or less. That's the idea behind this podcast. We feel like it's something very different, something that hopefully you guys will be interested in as fans as well. I know I find it very intriguing. So we're just looking to come at you from a different perspective here. That's kind of the idea behind Out of the Cage.
And I think a lot of it is, a lot of people lack the understanding, and that's where the whole casual argument comes from. It's definitely a sport you really have to follow and understand and put the time in, but, like hardcore fans, we love it, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about first? UFC 251?
Sure, man.
Actually, let's start with Conor McGregor retiring.
I'm not buying it.
So he posts something at 6 a.m. in Ireland on a Sunday morning saying he's retiring. He just made his comeback. He's calling out all these people. Dude, I don't buy it. I can't get it.
That's the perfect time to retire. 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Who wouldn't retire then?
Without reason, without any... I mean, he gets the fights he wants. Dana listens to him. He's the golden child of the UFC.
Yeah.
And then we got Masvidal is looking to leave.
Yeah, all these guys, man, they're all trying to get out of their contracts or be released or, sign us up for more money. It's just, I think everybody is just getting really frustrated right now.
And it's not the time with this virus and everything. I mean, I'm sure the gate for the last couple fights has been incredible, but not selling out arenas is a big change, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money lost.
Yeah. I think Chael Sonnen was talking about it and said that it's like Conor gates are upwards of $20 million. So if you're not having a live gate, I mean, that's a big loss for the company to be taken, to have somebody like Conor come in and fight that know is going to draw that money in. It's a big loss to take. So, I mean, I can understand not wanting to let your top guys fight without a live gate, but also I kind of feel like the pay-per-views maybe would make up for it. Dude, maybe not, but...
So Conor has the top 4, maybe even top 5 pay-per-view gates. And Dana's going to talk him into it, man. Dana's going to give him a fight. I don't know who. They were talking about Usman. I don't like that fight.
No.
I don't think anybody in that weight class wants Usman. He's a huge human being, dude.
Yeah. It's incredible to me that he can make 170 pounds. Really, it's crazy. The man just looks like a complete specimen. Like, he looks like somebody I would want to see at light heavyweight. Oh, yeah.
Or like he'd have a struggle making middleweight.
Yeah.
He's huge.
It's like thinking about Anthony Johnson making 205. The man does not look like he fits in that weight class at all.
Dude. And what did he fight at before? He fought at middleweight or lightweight when he first came in?
I think like 170, I think, is where he was at. And then worked his way all the way up to 205. But yeah, it's crazy to think about somebody Kamaru's size making 170 pounds. It's crazy. And I think the rest of the division sees that, and that's very intimidating, to be honest.
And Colby's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Usman just looks so much bigger than him, dude.
Yeah.
Then
Gilbert Burns, though, man.
He's thick.
Gilbert Burns is a thick boy right now. To think he used to fight at 155, he's a thick boy.
He's thick. And it's all like legs and stuff.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Yeah, you can see it. He's I think that's going to be a fantastic fight. Burns versus Usman, I think that's going to be fantastic.
Burns is hungry, bro.
Yeah,
Burns,
he's hungry. He's riding those fights too, man. That big win over T. Woods.
Bro.
That was a big win.
Now, everybody is making the argument that he's at the end of his career. He's 37, 38. I think a lot of people are counting out. He's Tyron Woodley, bro.
Yeah.
He hits like a fucking Mack truck. He's a bad man. He's bad.
Oh, yeah.
But then at the same time, Usman blew him up, bro.
Yeah.
Who else is on that card? We got Max and Volkanovski.
Super excited. Super excited about that.
I'm probably most excited for that fight.
I think so. Yeah. The first one was just such a banger. Such a banger.
And I'm anxious to see how Max comes back from that. Because, dude, if you know anything about Max, that's a tough dude, bro.
He is.
That's a tough dude.
He is.
And one of the most gifted fighters we've been able to see in the UFC.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he was saying he thought he was winning that fight. Volkanovski was just ripping those legs, dude.
Yeah.
And he's swinging tree trunks at you.
Oh, yeah.
He's swinging tree
Yeah, his
trunks.
legs are thick.
What else is on that card?
You got Aldo and Jan, man. Aldo and Jan's going to be a good one, I think.
Now, here's my issue with that. Peter Yan is obviously one of the baddest men we've seen in a while. Aldo is a vet, though. And he's looking strong, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't think he cut that weight that well, but he proved me wrong.
Yeah, I thought that, dropping to 135 was going to be...
That's a cut, dude.
That's a big cut. It's a big cut. Especially for somebody who looked so good at 145.
Lean at 145.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be really, really hard for him. But he looked great. I can't argue. The man looked great.
Did he beat Moraes? Or I think they gave it to Moraes.
Yeah,
right?
they gave it to Moraes. Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Moraes won that fight.
I could see it going either way.
I don't think Aldo got robbed.
Yeah, I don't think there was a robbery there, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it went either way. That was a very close fight.
I thought Aldo looked all around stronger, and controlled the cage better. But Moraes' head kicks, bro.
I mean, Moraes, he's another one of those guys that he doesn't fit that weight class at all. He's
huge
a big
too.
guy.
He's
a
huge.
big guy to be at that weight class.
And that makes a big difference, dude.
It does.
Even just your height.
Yeah.
Like, hell, even Sean O'Malley being that tall.
Yep.
Dude, that's a dangerous, dangerous guy.
Yep.
What is he, 13 now, 12 now?
12, maybe?
12.
I don't know.
Still not
I don't know.
in the main event.
Well, we're getting there. He's about to be. Let's see. That was what his first main card was.
Yeah.
This past fight.
Yeah. I guess they got Eddie Wineland. He's no joke, bro.
Savage.
He's no joke,
man.
bro. I think you guys gotta watch out for Sugar Sean.
I think so, man.
He's a bad, bad man.
While we're on that tangent, what do you think about all this O'Malley versus Cody Garbrandt talk?
Bro, the power that Cody put on display the other night.
Fantastic, dude. I loved it. I'm a huge Cody Garbrandt fan. I really wanted him to make a strong return, and he did.
I think he looks more focused. He's a very emotional fighter, and I think that's what makes him so good. But when he smells blood in the water, or against TJ, he had all those emotions going into it. That really affects your game plan, man. It's a chess match. It's a lot to think about.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like to say O'Malley should fight Garbrandt right now is a bit of a stretch. I feel like if the promotion plays their cards right and builds O'Malley up some more into more of a star, and let Cody, whether he has another fight and then gets a title shot, or whether they go ahead and give him a title shot, whatever, let him work his way back to the top, and then have a huge fight between Cody and O'Malley, I think that's kind of the play to make right there.
Dude,
I think it's a little too soon for that fight, but I would definitely love to see it.
I don't know if Sean O'Malley has faced that level of pressure yet. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't know about Cody Garbrandt till he fought Cruz.
That was me. I was the same way.
Bro, I have never seen somebody do that to Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Cejudo fought him well. Cody embarrassed him.
Yeah.
Granted, Dominic Cruz was going through a lot of that time. I listened to a few interviews with him. He wasn't in the right headspace, but that was the best Cody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Do I think he could beat TJ if the emotion was left out? I do. Don't get me wrong, TJ's a bad man.
Yeah, TJ's a killer, man.
But Cody's got this dog about him that I never want to count him out.
No. I really would be excited to see Cody fight TJ with a level head. I don't know that he could ever pull that off. I don't know if he can ever get past the history there, but I would love to see it if he could.
That's my concern with Cody. I'd say Sean O'Malley, for example, gets in his head. You got Sean, who's just cool, calm, collected, looks super relaxed in the cage. Like he's made some veterans look like they've never been in an octagon before.
Yeah, he fights well beyond his age.
And Cody was the same way. I just don't know how Cody does with the pressure. But that being said, he's one of the hardest hitters in that weight class.
Yeah, absolutely. Both those guys. I mean, both of them have that knockout power.
Yeah.
I mean, in O'Malley's last 2 fights, he's had walk-off KOs. I mean, you can't really discredit the power,
Bro,
you know.
Hands down, no setup. Beep.
That's it. We'll see you. We're going to the house.
Cody backed up to the cage, just a haymaker.
Yeah, just a little slip, boom, go to sleep.
That's another thing about Cody, bro. That head movement.
Yeah, and he's fast, man. So fast. So fast.
He's explosive, man. He's good. Dude, speaking of hard hitters, Calvin Kattar.
I love Calvin Kattar, man.
Love.
I'm a huge Calvin Kattar fan.
I've never seen an elbow that vicious.
No, man. No.
To probably one of the toughest guys in that division.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, I mean, right down the pipe, flush in the face. That's just, it hurt to watch. I'll say that. It really, like, I almost felt it in my living room watching it. It was incredible.
I remember seeing it and I was like, oh no. It gave you chills.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
And but that's how he does, bro. His counters are just accurate, bro.
Yeah.
That right hand, lethal.
Yeah.
What's next for Jeremy Stevens after that? I don't know, man. I thought Jeremy fought really well.
Yeah.
Against Calvin Kattar. I'm telling you guys right now, he is a championship caliber fighter.
Dark horse, man. We just saw it with Gilbert Burns. I'm telling you guys, mark it down. Calvin Kattar, dark horse. Wait for it.
Yeah, dude. Who's he fighting next? Did they even announce anything about that?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Is he ready for a top 5 fight? I'd like to see one more.
I think that's fair.
But I definitely think he's up there. I think when he was fighting, what's your boy's name? The Russian dude,
Zabit, yeah.
I think if that would have went 2 more rounds.
I'm kind of on the same wavelength with you.
Now, I'm not undermining Zabit's skills.
Yeah, definitely.
Zabit is incredible.
Yeah, we don't want to try and discredit Zabit at all. The man is phenomenal. I mean, he's truly got some skills that we haven't seen before.
And the power to back it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
The issue is, with Kattar, every fight we've seen, he starts slow.
Yeah, he does.
But once he settles in, bro, the butterflies go away. He's bad, man. Bad, man.
Yeah. And in that Zabit fight, once you get into especially late in the 3rd round, you see Zabit start to fade, and Calvin Kattar's coming on strong. And I really think if they had 2 more rounds, that fight may have went a different way.
I think Zabit was on his way out. watching that third round.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. But I would love to see that come back. I'd love to see them run that fight back again.
Bro, that's another great fight. Zabit just has this way of keeping his distance, very John Jones-esque.
Yeah.
And setting you up, walking into it.
His fight IQ is off the charts.
Dude.
I mean, he really knows how to throw a shot to set up another shot to set up another shot. He just flows so well with his attacks and knows exactly when to counter and roll. It's beautiful.
That's his thing, bro. Rolling. He
It's
rolls
beautiful
that
to
jab
watch.
out,
Yeah.
and then he throws that duck, and heck, he's bad. But then you, like I said, you got Cater who counters so well.
Yeah.
Manages distance really well. Gets you walking in.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy Stevens was coming with it looked like an overhand or a straight, and before he even got it cocked back, sleeping.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen to Jeremy, bro.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Hooker Poirier?
Dude, I'm so excited for Hooker and Poirier. Dude,
war.
Dan Hooker's another dark horse. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if he's going to come out over Poirier, but Dan Hooker is a dark horse.
Poirier's the gatekeeper, dude. He, if you want to be a top dog, you got to go through him.
Yeah.
And he's no walk in the park.
No.
One of the toughest guys I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Crazy good leg kicks, just the volume he throws them at. I think he fought, from what we've seen, Khabib pretty well, man.
Yeah, I mean...
How do you fight Khabib?
Yeah, there's... nobody's been able to solve that puzzle. And, I mean, I think Poirier put out a very good effort, and he had just as good a chance as anybody did.
The only person I've seen that compete like that is Michael Johnson did okay. And y'all can disagree. Conor won a round, baby. Conor won a round.
Look, we are Conor fans. We don't think Conor's the GOAT, just to be clear, but we do love to see Conor fight.
Dude,
love it.
I was listening to Chael this morning. He was saying Conor's the type of guy, he would start a live stream of him eating a steak and you could turn to watch it because he's entertaining.
Yeah,
he's
there's something interesting to watch about it.
You feel that level of confidence through him. Which a lot of people like, a lot of people don't. But it gets your attention. You want to see him lose, you want to see him win.
Yeah.
I think that's a big problem with a lot of these guys. Like, Poirier, he's a very cool guy, very neutral.
A good dude, too.
Yeah.
Like a good person.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Very respectful. The reason Max is so regarded is because that motherfucker's bad.
Yeah.
He's a bad man. But yeah, you gotta make noise. Like Chael Sonnen, bro, he got your attention.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy. Always had to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I think that brings a lot of attention to you, and that's where your money is. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we weren't Gaethje fans to begin with. I thought he was just corny, honestly. But the more I watch this dude, bro, what he did to Tony Ferguson.
Yeah. That honestly hurt my heart. I mean, I'm a Tony Ferguson fan. I love Tony Ferguson.
Loves Tony.
And I honestly thought Gaethje was just a lot of smoke. Like, people were just hyping him up, talking a big game. Because, I mean, the guy got beat by Eddie Alvarez and Dustin.
That's not the same Gaethje we saw.
Yeah, he's not that guy anymore. He obviously learned from those losses and is able to adapt and change his style up a little bit. And he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, for sure. I really think Khabib has his hands full with that one.
I slept on his boxing, dude.
I did too.
Did not think he was as technical. Brendan Schaub even said it. He's just reckless. I didn't see that in the Tony fight.
No. I didn't either.
I saw a very poised, very confident Justin Gaethje. Super dangerous. Super dangerous.
Level-headed, didn't rush anything, had Tony hurt multiple times, and didn't try to pounce and kill him. That was the thing that impressed me the most. He hurt him, saw that he was hurt, and then just took a step back and relaxed.
Yep.
Let the fight come to him. He didn't try to push it. He didn't get careless and walk in and get hurt like Tony does to everyone. I was very impressed.
That's the problem with Tony, bro. You get too excited, you're eating bows.
Yeah.
You got the Mercedes symbol on your forehead after that, bro. He just looked unreal, and not to mention national champion wrestler.
Yeah.
He's doesn't back up.
No.
Now, obviously, it goes without being said. Khabib is just, his wrestling is so different. He's so strong and controls so well. But it's all set up to get against the cage.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part about it, because to stop a takedown, a lot of times guys will back up to the cage to fight the takedown and try to keep it on the feet. And that's where Khabib takes people down. That it's crazy. So crazy. He's just opened up something that nobody has been able to answer yet. He's figured something out that nobody else has been able to.
And the thing with Gaethje is, I don't get a sense of fear in him.
Absolutely not.
You're not going to back him up.
No.
He's the kind of guy, you're going to have to put me out or I'm putting you out.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, Khabib's a dog. But there's a few things I do question with Khabib. He's not invincible. What happens when he fights a guy with great boxing like that who doesn't move back? And his cardio. We don't know about that. I'm sure it's great, man. DC is an incredible coach. AK that's where he's at, right? AK?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Great gym over there. A lot of Dagestani guys, and bro, those are some tough dudes.
Yeah, there's some animals. They are. Khabib does push a great pace. I mean, he has a way of wearing guys down.
He just puts that pressure on you, bro. Like the knees and he's just in your face.
And it's a constant fear of being taken down and just mauled.
That's what happened to Poirier.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a big thing for Justin, is if he can come in and not be afraid of that takedown, I think he's going to have a little bit of an edge, because everybody's afraid of that takedown. Everybody's afraid of it, and for good reason.
And the best wrestler he faced was Ali Quinta, and he did pretty well. Ali Quinta.
Al gave him a tough fight. He did.
But Ali Quinta's a little undersized in that division, in my opinion. He doesn't seem as full as a lot of those guys. He's like a Frankie Edgar to me. Not saying he's not an incredible fighter, dude. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
But when you're fighting a guy like Khabib, who's just crazy wrist control, crazy leg control, that length helps your jiu-jitsu. Like, look at Nate.
Yeah.
His jiu-jitsu is sick.
Yeah.
But Gaethje, I don't think has to fear the takedown as much, because it's natural to him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
It will be. It'll be incredible to watch. I can't wait to see it.
They're talking about the DC Stipe.
Oh man, I'm ready for that too.
DC's obviously an incredible fighter, right? I don't know what he was thinking that last fight with Stipe. He fought him really, really well. But that hands up in your face and hands down, you can't do that with a boxer, man. You just can't. Stipe's body shots were.
Yeah.
Whew.
He from my perspective anyway, Stipe spent, what was it? It got stopped in the 4th round or the 5th round?
I want to say the 5th.
I don't remember. Whatever it was. DC was landing those shots for most of the fight. You know, the whole hands up, swat your hand, come over the
Bink.
top, you know.
Bink.
Y'all saw it. He was landing those shots the whole fight. And then towards the end there, Stipe finally found that hole for that body shot. And that's all it took, man. Started landing a couple of those good body shots, and it was over. My question is, why didn't DC try to take him down more? His wrestling is some of the best in the game.
Only been taken down by one person?
Yeah, and by one of the GOATs at that. I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what game plan DC comes with this time. I'm very interested to see what he does to change it up a little bit.
The thing that scares me about DC is his IQ.
Yeah, he's very smart.
He understands the game really, really, really well.
Yeah.
Even when you hear him speak at fights, he's just brilliant, and it's fun to him. He enjoys it.
Yeah. He's really a delight to listen to, honestly. He's a very good analyst, and I love hearing his opinion.
And I wasn't a fan of him as a fighter.
Yeah.
With all the John Jones stuff, big John Jones guy. I know you can say what you want about how he's criminal, blah, blah, blah. John is a weapon of a human. He's
fantastic fighter.
And you can't discredit that. The only smudge on his record is from illegal elbows.
Yeah.
And the thing with Reyes fought really well. I don't think it was a blowout. I think a lot of people lack the understanding of how well John mitigates damage.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody's been the champion for so long, you have to leave no argument. You can't give them a chance to question it.
Yeah.
Because, let's be real, the judges in the UFC, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
We've seen some pretty rough decisions lately.
And
scores all over the board.
That's the problem, the scores. I mean, you see some close fights that could go either way, and you're like, oh yeah, I understand. But then there's always that one guy that you're like, how did you score that?
Yeah.
What were you watching?
Yeah. That's like the, there was a fight just a few weeks ago on one of the fight nights. I think it was on the Overeem and Harris card. I can't remember who it was.
That's a good card.
It was, dang it. Blagoy versus that other guy. What was his name? Dang it. I think he's Hawaiian, that Hawaiian guy. I think he's Hawaiian. What, y'all know who I'm talking about. Well, whoever it was, 2 judges had it for the other guy, not Blagoy, the other guy, whatever, the Hawaiian guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. 2 judges had it for him. 1 judge had it 30-27 Blagoy. I was like, what are you talking about? What is this? There's no way.
A lot of these places, like, I'm trying to think, New York, doctors that are horrible. Cards are, it's ruined by people. I think you need people like a DC, like a Bisping, like a Chael. I think you need those people as judges, because there's a lot of stuff, even though I've been a fan forever, I still don't understand in the aspect of jiu-jitsu and the aspect of control on the ground. And when you're not physically there, for us, it's hard to kind of see the amount of damage, which not having the crowd has done a lot of good for me understanding that those stiff jabs are like, oh,
yeah,
that hurt.
Yeah, you've been really able to hear and see a lot better the damage that some of these guys take from some of these shots that you think, oh, well, that was just a jab, that didn't hurt,
that.
That's no big deal. Hearing it without a crowd, you're kind of like, whoa, this guy just got hit with a truck.
Yeah.
What?
You gotta think, dude, these are professional athletes, and for all you guys saying, well, I would have fought him better than that. Shut up.
Yeah, get out of here.
Shut up, bro.
Don't come in here with that.
Some of these girls would beat on you.
I'll be the first to tell you, I'm a small guy, okay? I'm about 5'5" on a good day, 145 pounds, fairly well built for my size. Bro, these girls, even the straw weights, would beat me to death. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I'm 250 pounds, bro. I ain't fighting Rose.
No chance. No chance. Wouldn't do it.
Oh, that's another card. Andrade and Rose.
Yeah, they're on that 251 card. That's gonna be a good one too.
Bro, when Rose started saying the Lord's Prayer,
Chills.
I remember watching, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're terrifying.
You're a savage.
Yeah.
You're absolutely a savage.
She said, watch me shave my head and be Thug Rose.
Yeah.
She's like a Connor, dude. You don't bet against her.
Yeah, can't counter out, man. Can't do it.
Not taking away from Andrade, that's a dog. Bro.
Another fantastic fighter.
That's a dog, dude. This card is just stacked. Back to the Stipe and DC thing. I'm the third fight. What are we doing with Ngannou?
Yeah. What's gonna happen after this, man?
The fight. He's not the same fighter who fought Stipe the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
He's such a powerful human being, bro.
Scary, dude. Just absolutely scary.
I've never seen somebody like over him when he hit him with that uppercut. Like, you're generally worried about that person.
Like I don't know how you guys saw that, but when I saw that, I watched a man's soul leave his body.
You just see over him it was just like he fell backwards.
It snapped his head back, dude. Like, he broke it. His neck's broke. That's it. It was terrifying, to be honest with you. Just terrifying.
And it's with shots that really aren't loaded up.
Yeah, like he hits people, and it doesn't even look like he's really hitting them with all of his power.
He touches
and people go to sleep. Just
like Rose's streak. Obviously not technical striking. Obviously.
Yeah. We can all agree that was not the most technically beautiful performance.
But when you're that strong, it only takes one.
Yeah, it only takes one.
And he was just tapping his head off the cage. Doop, 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 doop. They're wanting to give him John Jones if John Jones goes up. But it comes back to the contract thing you were saying. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
And for John, I understand. That's a big step, especially if it's not a catch weight.
Yeah. Which I don't think it could be. There's no way Ngannou's going to be able to cut enough weight to make that a catch weight. You can't. There's no chance.
His body fat percentage is always so low.
Yeah, he's already. I mean, doesn't he cut weight just to make heavyweight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way that man's going to be able to cut to like a 240 or a 235 or something to make a catch weight bout. No chance.
But have you seen John lately? He's about thick.
Yeah, John's a little thick.
And that powerlifting. Here's my argument for that fight. So with Ngannou, it's the same thing as Deontay Wilder. It takes one.
Yeah.
It takes one to ruin your night, send you home early.
Yeah.
The thing with John Jones is there's not an aspect of MMA he can't beat you in.
Yeah.
All-American wrestler, great jiu-jitsu, beat some of the best jiu-jitsu guys we've seen. Incredible boxing, incredible distance management, great leg kicks.
His striking is just, he's so versatile and can hit you from anywhere.
And he doesn't waste them. He doesn't, he hits you when he needs to and it counts.
Yeah.
Crazy elbows.
Yep.
Crazy clinch game.
Yep.
That's what's scary for Ngannou, bro. You can be beat anywhere. You don't have the striking advantage. You only have the power advantage.
Yeah.
Can John mitigate that damage? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. May never know. I don't know, but
come on, John.
As fans, we would love to see that fight.
Brendan Shaw was saying they're gonna start a GoFundMe, and I'm all for that.
A GoFundMe.
I'm all for it.
I'm about it.
Come on, Uncle Dana.
Yeah. Yeah, we deserve that fight. Come on, man.
Didn't Anderson Silva want to fight Connor?
Yeah, but now I've seen Anthony Pettis call out Anderson, so who knows what's going to happen there, man.
Listen.
I do know Anderson has one fight left on his contract.
He does.
Yeah, he does have a fight left. He's still under contract.
He just came off that knee surgery, too.
Yeah, so whoever it's going to be, I don't know.
I don't think Pettis really supports his legacy.
No.
Pettis, great fighter. What he did to Ben Henderson was something I've never seen.
Yeah.
I don't think it benefits Anderson. Isn't Pettis coming off a loss?
No, he just beat Cowboy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
just
he
beat
lost
Cowboy.
before that.
Yeah. Lost to Nate, didn't he? Wasn't that the fight before that?
No, it was some dude. It was that jiu-jitsu guy where we were watching dude with the tattoos.
I don't remember. There's been so many fights lately. It's all starting to run together for me.
Great fights too.
Yeah.
Hell, you even got to worry about Alex Oliveira.
Yeah.
Or Charles Oliveira.
Charles. No.
You gotta worry about the Oliveira.
Cowboy Oliveira, whatever his first name is. Okay.
Dude, it's just we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not as excited, and I shouldn't be. It's a fight night. I'm excited, but Curtis Blades and Volkov.
It's gonna be a good fight, I think.
I agree. Two very different styles. Obviously, Curtis Blades wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Volkov striking. He will put you out.
Yeah. Well, he fought very well against Derek Lewis.
He did.
Spent however many rounds beating Lewis up. I mean, one was winning the fight. Yeah. Would have won the fight on the cards. But Lewis just got that knockout power and he got that win. But Volkov is a very proficient striker.
Dude.
Very proficient striker.
Hard kicks, dude. Mm-hmm. Really hard kicks.
And he's so long. So long.
And he uses it, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of the game against a wrestler. Gotta know your distance, man.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Yeah. Gotta be able to keep that distance, too.
And see, that's why he was beating Lewis, and then he slipped up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that boy will put your lights out.
Yeah. You can't count Derek Lewis out.
So weird, dude. Some of these dudes, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis is like Mark Hunt, bro.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you had?
Let me check my...
I saw the leg kick and body kick TKOs.
Oh, yeah, man. That was one thing I had down. Like, what has it been? Like...
We've seen 3 or 4 in the past few fights.
Yeah, dude. On the past couple of cards, there's been at least like one leg kick KO, or TKO, sorry. Dude, it's incredible. You're seeing these... Hey. Sorry, guys.
My dog... Josephine.
My dog is kind of a butthole.
Pissed.
She's barking at a fly right now. Dude, these leg kicks, it's incredible. Like, it's... I didn't know that these things did that much damage, okay? I gotta be honest with you. Like I said, I don't have any formal striking training, and I didn't know that a calf kick could literally destroy your leg within a round. Had no idea.
Well, see, I was always taught to hit right above here, the sweet spot.
Yeah.
The Charlie horse.
Yeah, like the Charlie horse, yeah.
But these dudes are calf kicking.
Yeah. And it is mauling people.
And you gotta think, though. You take people's legs, that's all your power.
Yeah.
That's your movement. Super, super strong theory, I guess I would say. That goes back to Justin Gaethje, though, dude. He throws those up in your face leg kicks.
Oh, yeah. In the clinch.
Yeah.
Throws those leg kicks. Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, what does Khabib do against that? Because that definitely hurts your takedown. It definitely hurts your ability to control when it's cramping up. And,
yeah, I mean, we saw it just a few weeks ago in the Chris Gutierrez fight. I mean, he was blistering this cat with leg kicks, and he didn't have an answer for it.
Neither did Max when he fought Volkov.
Yeah, I mean, Max experienced the same thing. I mean...
Dude, like, 68 leg kicks.
A
something like
ton, man. Like a stupid number of leg kicks.
that.
So I mean, we're seeing these guys are figuring out, man. If I can chew these legs up, you got a good chance at winning that fight.
That's how you beat those long guys.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anybody really? I mean, you cut the movement down like that. I mean,
Yeah.
you take somebody's movement away, and how do you compensate for that? Is you gotta change your game plan at that point if you can't move around like you're used to.
It's a lot different than like blocking kicks and getting hit in the shoulder and stuff like that. You can fight with weak arms. If you can't move, you're sitting duck. It's just
Yeah, I mean, you can still defend yourself. I mean, if your arms are getting tired out and beat up, you can still somewhat defend yourself. But if you can't move around, man,
it's brutal.
Yeah, you're sitting duck, like you said, man.
And I think that's a new part of the game. Obviously, I want to say who made that really thing? Ben Anderson?
I don't know, man. It goes back though.
But I think now we're really starting to see it perfected.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we're seeing a lot of new things come to the UFC, new approaches that have been there, but people are really utilizing them now, like Khabib up against the cage, stuff like that. And it's hard to have an answer for that. It takes a while to find the formula. I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Going on right now. Dana's making some good cards, and it's good, dude. We've had the past year. We've had a few watered down cards.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be a fight fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a great year to be a fight fan.
And I think with Fighter Island coming up, Dana's got to make a move.
Yeah. Wait, isn't 251 on Fight Island?
It's in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, that's Fight Island.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Fight Island is in Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, on Yas Island. I'm pretty sure, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the same place that has the Yas Marina circuit. Pretty sure that's the same area. I don't know, haven't researched it. You guys tell me in the comments or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that's the same place. So,
and I'm hearing that all these fighters are having their own training gyms there, and
it'll be intense. Like I feel like we're getting ready to really step up the game.
If I know Dana, like I think I know Dana, that island is gonna be sick.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Vegas, but better.
Yeah.
What else did you have? There's a few good things.
Yeah, let me see. You got me going with the leg kicks. We talked about 251. I mean, I got Masvidal as a topic. Like, what are they gonna do with Masvidal, man?
I think obviously Masvidal's striking is sick.
Yeah.
The body kicks he throws are just. He beat Nate up. Yeah. Nate was coming back, but he beat Nate up.
Yeah.
I think you kind of gotta let a guy like Nate keep fighting, but I can't argue with Jorge on that. He's a bad man, bro, and he's real. He's really good. It gets, bro. You talk shit while you're in the locker room.
You get a 3-piece and a soda.
Yeah, you're gonna catch it.
I want that T-shirt, man. 3-piece and a soda. Jorge Masvidal, if you ever see this, send me one of those shirts, man, as I want one.
Dude, me too, bro. I started watching Jorge back in the Kimbo Slice days.
Oh yeah, dude. Back in the backyard, fighting dudes 50, 60 pounds heavier than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a Masvidal fan for a long time.
But then he's one of those guys that benefited from the weight switch, man. He was good before, but he wasn't incredible.
Yeah.
And now the Jorge we're seeing, bro, he did that show where they were like secluded and all that.
Yeah, that reality show. Yeah.
And I think that really made a big change for him.
Yeah.
Mentally.
That's when he started talking about the resurrection, his mindset when he came back was totally different.
And like I said, I don't see any of that blowing smoke with him.
No.
It's real.
I don't think so either.
But he fights next.
I don't either. I was real light on Masvidal versus Usman. I didn't think that was the fight to make right now. I do think Masvidal's a top guy for sure. I don't know if he's got it to handle Usman. On the feet, I think he can hold his own for sure.
With anybody.
Yeah, with any of the top guys. I think Masvidal can hold his own on the feet. But Usman has the ability to take that fight anywhere he wants it to be. He can be on the feet if he wants to, and then as soon as he gets tired of getting hit in his face, he can take you straight to the ground and maul you, very much like Khabib does.
And that's not to say Jorge doesn't have great takedown defense. His scrambling is top tier.
He is a very good scrambler.
But a guy like Usman that's a man getting hold of you.
Yeah.
That's an adult.
Yeah, a freakishly strong man. Yeah.
I think Gilbert Burns is a good matchup. I would have liked to see Masvidal and Conor.
I would pay very good money to see that.
Yeah.
I really would. We said it before, we're Conor fans. I'm a Masvidal fan. To me, that's a super fight. You got the BMF champion taking on the OG champ. I'd pay to see it.
And there's a lot of people that want to say this and that about Conor. I think a lot of you, like we don't like Khabib, but I can't take away that he's a terrifying human.
Yeah.
Same with Conor though, man. He's beat some of the best in the game. He was the first champ. He set a precedent for other fighters.
Yeah.
And same thing as John. He's had his problems outside of the cage. Out of the Cage podcast, baby. I don't think you can argue how good he is.
Yeah.
And whether you believe he wasn't full and ready for the fight against Khabib, it doesn't matter. He beat Max. He beat Alvarez. He beat Poirier. He beat all these top tier guys.
Man. Don't sleep on Aldo.
In 13 seconds.
Yeah.
And that was when Aldo was at his peak.
Yeah.
He
was on what, like a 7 or 8 year winning streak at that point?
And a lot of his is mental game. But to do that to somebody like Aldo, a veteran like that, you gotta be something.
Yeah. You can't say that Conor is a nobody by any means. You can't say he's a bum. You can't say he has no skill at all. Sure, maybe his ground game lacks a little bit, but most fighters have some holes in their game somewhere. Whether we've seen it or not, I don't know. Everybody's got a hole somewhere.
Nobody's unbeatable.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't want to hear it. Khabib will be beat. It's the rules of the fight game, bro.
At some point, if he sticks around long enough, he will lose, I think. You guys can have your own opinions. That's perfectly fine. I do think at some point, if Khabib sticks around long enough, he will lose.
It's not taken away from his greatness, dude.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say anything negative about the guy, that he's not what he is, because obviously the man is extremely talented at what he does. That's just the law of the game, man. At some point, everybody loses.
And the thing is, it's not like it's a given. It's not. You could be however you want to say, underdog, and still go out there and win because it's your night. That guy's having an off night. You catch him with a lucky one. Nobody's unbeatable.
Yep.
That being said, it's a lot harder to beat them. I think Gaethje has a good chance skill-wise.
Yeah.
Back to Conor, you can't take away from that. Same as John Jones. All you guys want to talk about how he loses, traction with all the stuff going on outside. Just focus on what he does in the cage and his talent. Same with all these fighters.
I think what we fail to realize a little bit is these guys are people too. They're people just like we are.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're on TV. Yeah, they're superstars. Man, they make mistakes just like we do. And I just kind of think it's a little bit petty to sit and criticize every little thing they do outside of the cage.
Exactly.
But, you know, it is what it is, you know.
And like even when Habib and Conor fought and he ran outside the cage and everything, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this just ruins his legacy." No, it doesn't.
Nah, man.
Um,
Yeah, it was a mistake. It shouldn't have happened.
And these dudes are fighters.
Yeah.
Man. That's what they do. You run your mouth. You don't have to. They pride themselves in seeing about it.
Yeah. You get that 3-piece and a soda, man. It's just what it is.
Jorge, bro. I don't know what's next for him.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm excited though.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a bright future. If they can get past this whole contract mess, man. I know Jorge's asking for money. He feels disrespected. Nate obviously is on board with Jorge. You know, I mean, they're trying to work out whatever they can work out.
Give me Nick and Jorge.
Yeah, I'm down for that too, man. Nick and Jorge, that'd be legendary. Yeah, love some Nick Diaz.
Hell, even Nate, Jorge too.
Yeah, put that BMF belt back up. I'd love to see it. Would love to see it.
Yeah, there's so many options we can go down, and we just got to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, man, that's about all I got for this week. Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. Again, podcast is going to be called Out of the Cage. This is episode 1. Obviously, we're going to try to get a studio together and really make this something you guys enjoy watching. I hope you enjoyed the information you got today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Anything you guys want to hear being discussed, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best to look through all these comments and, you know, really take into consideration what you guys want to hear. And it can be in any aspect. It can be UFC, boxing, anything, college wrestling. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're fans of the game.
Yeah.
We're not specific to the UFC. I watch a little bit of one. He watches one.
Mm-hmm.
We get into Bellator. I mean, we're fight fans. That's just it, man.
And if it's something we don't know about, I'm willing to learn.
Yeah, we'll look into it. If you guys want to hear about it, we will
give our feedback.
We'll do our research. Yeah, for sure.
So right now, I think we're going to start out on Facebook and YouTube, probably.
Yeah. Just because that's easiest.
I think that's going to be the best. It's obviously right now it's going to be a little raw. I've never edited. He's never edited. We do want to. I'm gonna, watch some videos. We just want to put a video out there, see how it does.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to dip our feet in the pool a little bit.
Yeah, we want to see.
We both have full-time jobs. We're blue-collar guys. We just love the fight game and thought, hey, man, we talk about this stuff every week anyway.
I mean, we call each other like every other day to talk about.
Yeah, we're all the time calling each other to talk about news and stuff in the MMA world. So we thought, why not put it on, these platforms and try and build a podcast out of it? Because we enjoy doing this, And
I think we can learn a lot too. This community has a lot of knowledge. And obviously, we don't know everything.
We're not claiming to know everything either.
We just want to put our perspective out there and how we feel. And if you agree or disagree, great. We want to be able to have these conversations and take in what everybody says.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.